Hello from San Antonio, this is SIREN Tarot. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. Your next hookup or relationship. This reading is timeless, and for this reading there are 4 different options. Option 1, Songs of the Seal Women. This is from Sacred Hags Oracle. Option 2, The Full Moon Walk. Option 3, Pagan Poetry. And Quattro, Option 4, Season of Wild Delights. As always, timestamps will be provided. Take a deep breath and make your selection. If you chose the first card, Songs of the Seal Women, here is your reading. I bought this deck a couple of years ago, but this is my first time to use it. 49, so that's for Aquarius. I will not read all this. I'll just read these first 2 paragraphs here. Grandmother speaks. Come home, child. Come home. Come home to the truth of who you are. Have you forgotten what makes your poet soul sing? Recall a time in your life when you were so certain of your sovereignty, when you knew your work had worth and your heart was worthy of love. What or who has stolen your wildness away? Homecoming is a practiced art. We do not stumble upon our authenticity. It is hard won, and retaining our genuine nature takes discipline. So many societal forces try to peel our fingers back from our pelt, from our more creaturely skin, and we do not find ourselves home without effort. I promise you, though, the return is well worth the work. Okay, I've not used this in a while. The Mystical Medleys deck. Do a good hard shuffle. Almost. Nine of Pentacles. Nueve de Oros. Virgo. 8 of Pentacles, my personal favorite, Ocho de Oros. 2 of Swords, Dos de Espadas. And the Essential Tarot. Two of Cups, Dos de Copas. 7 of Swords, Siete de Espadas. And Judgment, El Juicio. Okay. This is complicated. My first thought was that this is going to be a casual hookup because you're very focused on work and independence, and you're not looking to jump into a heavy, intense, romantic, sexual relationship. But then we got the Two of Cups, Seven of Swords, Judgment. So this is going to be a relationship. And you and this person could be moving in together almost immediately. You meet, you hook up. It's really intense. You feel this instant recognition, this familiarity, and you move in together, maybe immediately. But there are going to be complications. I see trust issues. And you and this person are going to struggle with finding balance and harmony. So intense emotions. I'm seeing a lot of limerence. This person lights up your limbic Christmas tree. You may regard this person as a soulmate, possibly a twin flame. But there's going to be disruptions. So I don't know if you get together and you have this amazing sex, you move in together right away, and then you break up. Other people could be involved. Or you could be carrying baggage from previous relationships and you just really trigger each other. You're going to have really intense synastry with this person. You could have Pluto conjunct Moon. You could have Mars conjunct Pluto, Mars conjunct Venus, Sun conjunct Moon. But you're both going to feel it when you meet. So this is definitely not casual. This is not a random hookup. This is not someone you just meet for coffee or drinks and then you have sex and that's the end of it. But there could be some on again, off again stuff. I'm going to pull an energetic summation for this. Usually with the pick of cards, I do more than 6 cards, but I'm doing 6 cards. So please provide an energetic summation for pile 1. 3 additional cards. Tres más, por favor. I feel like you will meet this person at work. Death, Muerte, King of Rods, King of Wands, Rey de Bastos, 9 of Rods, 9 of Wands, Rey de Bastos. So this may not turn into a marriage. It may not be happily ever after. I don't read Disney. I've never experienced happily ever after, so I can't really speak to that. I've been married and divorced twice. I've had numerous relationships. So I see you moving in together, but I'm not seeing marriage in these cards. But this reading is not really about that. It's just your next hookup or your next relationship. And I am seeing relationship. I'm not seeing hookup. But this is going to go on for a while, at least a couple of years. You're both going to invest in this relationship. This person's very passionate. This person has a really strong libido. And this person's extremely masculine. So they could have Sun in Sagittarius, Cancer rising, Moon in Libra. It's just one possibility of many. If this person has any addictions, I would say they're addicted to work. And again, I feel like there's a strong possibility you'll meet this person at work. But as I often say, I've said it numerous times, I feel like I have to keep saying this. This is a pick a card reading. I'm reading for a global audience. It's not a personal reading. So, grain of salt. Heavy emphasis at this channel on entertainment purposes. I'm always available for private readings. All the info's in the box, but I am reading for a global audience. So do keep that in mind. Instant attraction, and it's deeper than that. You're going to feel like you know each other. You've probably been together in previous incarnations, or at least one, the most previous incarnation. A lot of sex, but also some fighting, because I'm seeing on again, off again. So yeah, that is what is up for pile 1. I hope that helps, entertains, educates, elucidates. Thanks for watching. Peace out. And if you chose card number 2, the full moon walk, 4 and 1, that's 5, Mercury, Gemini, Virgo. I've had this deck for a few years. This is my first time to use it. Sacred Hag's Oracle. I will just read the first couple of paragraphs. Grandmother speaks. There are times in our lives, dear child, when the only medicine we need is a slow and solitary wander. Too much small talk sucks the life out of our souls. Too little fresh air and stargazing leaves our hearts hungry. Solitude is not a one-size-fits-all fix, of course. But if I'm being honest, I know of only a few small sicknesses of the soul that a full moon walk alone cannot cure. Be safe. Be vigilant, and be ready for the magic to bless you in the most unexpected of ways. Haven't used this deck in a while, and I've only used it a few times. The Mystical Medleys. Devil, El Diablo, Temperance, La Templanza, Six of Pentacles, Seis de Oros, the Essential Tarot, Six of Rods, Six of Wands, Seis de Bastos, the Sun, the most positive card in the deck, El Sol, Nine of Cups, maybe the Copas, Wish Fulfillment, 2 sixes, 6 is Venus, and a 9. 9 is Mars, Aries. So I'm seeing a really strong, intense, immediate attraction, similar to pile 1. However, I feel like there is a lot of sweetness and ease for pile 2 that is missing from pile 1. Pile 1 was really dramatic. I saw extreme highs and lows. I'm seeing more harmony for pile 2. I feel like right now, a lot of you are doing the dreaded but oh so necessary shadow work. Maybe you've been alone for a while. You're recovering from your most recent relationship, the most recent breakup. And you're not trying to just jump into a new thing until you are healed, until you've addressed issues. And you're figuring out what exactly the Nine of Cups means to you. And that's how you're going to manifest something this substantial, this significant. You're going to find the best cards in the deck. I say this all the time. I say it here. I say it at Extra Basic. I say it in my client readings. We all have to find the best cards in the deck in ourselves first and foremost before it externalizes, before it manifests in a relationship. So you're going to find the sun, the power, the positivity in yourself. Maybe it's a creative pursuit. Maybe you're exploring learning music or visual art, or you're writing. And through your creativity, that's how you're going to manifest this relationship. You could meet this person in a creative writing workshop, at some kind of writing retreat, or if you're in a band, you're out playing a gig and you meet this person, maybe you're both musicians. I feel like you have creativity in common. There is an intense sexual attraction, but there's a lot more going on here. I am seeing a relationship. This is not a hookup. So strong friendship, mutual respect, mutual effort. You're both putting in the work. You're both prioritizing the relationship. And this is not about who are you going to marry. It's not about, it's just next hookup, next, or relationship. And I am seeing relationship here. But this is so good. This is so positive that I can see the two of you potentially, eventually getting married. You make each other laugh. You feel better when you're around each other. Strong friendship for the foundation. You truly like each other. You're going to be best friends. You could start a business together, a podcast, a YouTube channel. I see you creating together. I see you taking trips together. I'm seeing an R name. R for the first name. Ryan, Rachel, Reggie, Rex, Ramona, Ron, Ray, and I'm seeing A for the last name, probably because I'm seeing Raw, R-A. So A for the last name, Andrews, Alexander. It can be reversed. I don't know. I don't usually do names or initials, but that just popped out. A possible asterisk combo for this person. This person you're going to have this amazing relationship with. They could have Sun in Leo, Capricorn rising, Moon in Taurus. That's one possibility of many. You could have Sun conjunct Moon. But I'm seeing good synastry, compatibility. I'm seeing tremendous potential for pile 2. Hope that helps, entertains, educates, elucidates. I am always available for private readings. All the info's in the box. Thanks for watching. Peace out. And if you chose card number 3, Pagan Poetry, 5 and 2, that's 7, Pisces, Neptune. Had this deck for a few years, never used it until now. The Sacred Hag's Oracle. Looking at the stove clock, it's 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. San Antonio, 4 is Aquarius. I will read the first couple of paragraphs. Pagan poetry, wild words, grandmother speaks. You have the look of a poet, my love. There are times in our lives when our only medicine is to take to the page and pour out our ache as ink, our pain as poetry. You are full of heathen stories, I know it. Just for today, be your soul's scribe. Imagine a poem as an entity, brilliant, indigo, and shining behind you. Invite it to step into your body and vow to write the words that come. Let the language wrap around your bones and animate your fingers. Let mythic imagery drip from your pen. Surrender to the wild word. When I woke up this morning, I indulged. I got my newest manifestation journal and I just went to town. I wrote page after page after page. It's, I would say, a non-linear stream of consciousness narrative. I'll probably turn it into a book. I'll publish it myself at lulu.com eventually. Haven't used this deck in a while. I've only used it a few times. This is the Mystical Medleys. The Lovers, Los Enamorados. The Fool, El Loco. Gemini, Aquarius. Looking at the stove clock now, it's 4:02. That's 6. Venus. 8 of Wands, the Sex card, Ocho de Bastos. And the Essential Tarot. Uno más. King of Swords, Rey de Espadas. Knight of Swords, Caballo de Espadas. Page of Rods, Page of Wands, Sete de Bastos. Okay, for some of you, I can see you and this person having a child together. You're going to have really good, gratifying sex. Instant attraction. This may or may not turn into a stable, long-lasting relationship, but you will have fun while it lasts. And you could say, well, if it's a hookup, how could there be a pregnancy? Well, there can be. It happens. People hook up and they have unplanned pregnancies. And I'm seeing that here, possibly. So there's going to be a lot of sex, a lot of sexting. There could be an age gap. This person could be a few years older. This person could have Sun in Gemini, Aquarius rising, Moon in Aries. I feel like they have really strong masculine energy, so fire, air. You probably both have really strong masculine energy, actually, because these cards are all masculine. Air and fire. You could have Sun in Aquarius, Aries rising, Moon in Aries, just one possibility. You could have Mars conjunct Venus. I'm seeing a really, really strong sexual attraction. But I wouldn't say this is just a hookup where you get together and have sex a couple of times. I feel like it is going to be a relationship. It could last 6 months, maybe longer. I don't know. But I feel like the emphasis is on the sex. I'm not seeing the sweetness. I'm not seeing sustainability because we don't have any water. We don't have any earth. I'm not sure if the two of you have much in common beyond the sexual attraction. I'll do an energetic summation. Please provide an energetic summation. 3 additional cards. Tres más, por favor. Eight of Cups, or Two of Copas, Four of Cups, called the Copas, the World, El Mundo. This is going to be fleeting. 6 months, maybe a year, but I'm not seeing a long-term, deeply gratifying relationship. I'm not seeing two people who have much in common beyond the sex. Usual caveat, it's not a personal reading. I'm reading for a global audience. Heavy emphasis of this channel on entertainment purposes. So, and I say all the time, I'm not fatalistic or superstitious when it comes to tarot. We create our own lives. I feel like I'm being condescending. I'm pointing out the obvious. I'm just stating the obvious. We create our own lives. Nothing you see in a card reading is carved in stone. I don't care if it's on YouTube. I don't care if it's a personal reading. This is all just energy and its interpretation. If you don't want this kind of thing, it can absolutely be avoided. So if you have a really strong, strict moral code and you don't do casual sex at all, or you don't have sex unless it is a committed relationship, or you don't have sex outside marriage, I don't know. But this is a heavy emphasis on sexual attraction, sex being expressed, desire being expressed. And it really jumps out, the lack of pentacles. So it's like the allure of the exotic, being drawn to someone who is nothing at all like you. Someone you don't have anything really in common with. And most times that sort of thing cannot be sustained for any length of time. So yeah, you'll definitely have fun while it lasts. There could be some airport meetings. You could be on different continents. You could be flying to Australia or France, Japan, Fiji to meet this person. This is not someone that comes from a similar background, probably. There could be a language barrier, but it's going to be exciting and you'll really like the sex. So, and there could be a pregnancy for a few of you. That's what I see for pile 3. Hope that helps, entertains, educates, elucidates. I'm always available for private readings. All the info's in the box. Thanks for watching. Peace out. And if you chose Cuatro, card number 4, Season of Wild Delights, 21, that's 3, Jupiter Sagittarius. Had this deck for a few years. This is my first time to use it. The Sacred Hag's Oracle. I will read the first couple of paragraphs. Indulgence. Grandmother speaks. Yes, here we are, friend. This is a time to delight in the senses, to indulge in this pleasure planet of ours. Such brilliance is there in being a human creature after all. Just for today, feed your inner hedonist and feed this part of you well. Repent nothing. This world is meant to be licked and loved. Your body was born for bliss, and I'll hear nothing more of your tight-lipped restraint. Say what you want of the witch, but hers is most certainly not a path of deprivation. Mystical medleys. I've had this deck for a year or two. Rarely used it. King of Wands, Raid of Bastos, the Emperor, the World, El Mundo, Essential Tarot, Queen of Rods, I prefer Wands. Queen of Wands, Reina de Bastos. Justice. So we have the Aries Libra axis. That's cool. The King and Queen of Wands. Very cool. The Hermit, El Ermitaño. Okay, so yeah, I'm seeing relationship. It's very likely you will marry this person. And you're going to create space within the relationship because you are both fiercely independent. You have your own things going on. So you could have your office and this person could have their office. You could have your media room, they could have their media room. Maybe you both have YouTube channels, or you both have podcasts, or you both have businesses that you run. You're both really intense type A personalities. You get shit done. You're very goal-oriented. This is not the energy of two people who are just always together, binge watching Netflix, holding hands, sharing ice cream from the carton. You're both extremely energetic is what I'm getting. And you give each other space, and that's how this relationship thrives, and that's how it's sustained, because you're not just all over each other, checking up on each other constantly on social media. You trust each other, and you're both really independent. So you're probably older. I would say you're in your 30s or older, and you're about the same age. You absolutely regard each other as equals. I see you dating, hanging out for maybe a couple of years before you get married. You're not just chomping at the bit to get married and move into a house and have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids. You may not have kids at all because you're both really focused on your careers and you're both really creative. One or both of you could be a music producer. That's the rabbit hole I've gone down recently. I have all these videos that I mean to watch. I have to really watch these videos, digest them, take notes. I'm just obsessed lately with Audacity. So, yeah, music production, I can see you and this person taking a lot of trips together. Big trips. So get your passport ready. You both have a lot of masculine energy. This person could have Sun in Aries, Libra rising, Moon in Aquarius. It's just one possibility. You could have Sun in Leo, Libra rising, Moon in Virgo. But yeah, I'm seeing marriage. I'm seeing partnership for pile 4. And that does conclude this pick a card reading. Thank you all so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. Sending you all massive love and light from San Antonio.